Hello, this is wmpyr. It's become a little cooler. We have fall weather now, so I'm here back in the garage. Okay, so in this video, what I want to talk about is I was asked about what about heavier weapons. Okay, so something heavier than an eskrima stick for improvised weapons purposes. All right, so that's what I'm going to cover today. First off, this is not about learning. This is not about exploring. This is about using whatever it is that you found, and it happens to be heavier than the average eskrima stick. So in that kind of circumstance, this is all about using what we got. This is not about, once again, trying to become better in the future. Okay, so this is about now. So in this kind of situation, what I want to do is I want to 100% go with what I'm familiar with. Comfort is a big big factor here. So I want something that's comfortable for me, something that I am familiar with, that I know, okay? Because I don't want to be dealing with the unknown. I don't want to have to try to be figuring things out in the middle of the situation, okay? So that's the main idea here. And what I know is obviously eskrima. So eskrima is something that I practice pretty much on a daily basis. Hopefully you, the viewer, practice on a weekly basis. So it's something that you're going to be very familiar with. So that is what we're trying to do. I'm sure there is a way to fight with this thing. There's an art with this thing alone, but I don't know it. And for me to try to figure out, okay, how am I supposed to properly use this thing? This is not the right time for that. My opponent is coming to attack me. I need to be able to just do whatever and make it work. So in that case, I'm going with what I know, my bread and butter is eskrima. Alright, so hopefully you guys remember Bella, the stick man right here. And the first thing, what I'm going to be going for is it doesn't matter how I hold it, okay? You're pretty much the moment you grab it, you're probably going to be able to figure out as you go what is the proper way for you to hold it, okay? In other words, what is comfortable. So for me, in this case, to use it like this, I can't do it. If this is going to be very, very difficult for me, and if I hold it like this, now we're going to move away from eskrima. It's going to be more something like a Chinese rope dart or something like that, and I don't have those skills. So I want to use it as much as possible to where I could make my eskrima skills come out. And so for me, it's going to be something like this. This feels comfortable like this, two hands, or if it's going to be one hand, I'm going to choke up much, much higher. I'm not going to be holding it down here like so. And this way could feel a lot better having the weight down here, but I'm not going to hold it like way down here. Something up here is a little bit more comfortable for me personally. And then of course, both hands like so. But anyway, the main idea, the main comfort zone here is that I'm going to be going for the angles of attack. So that's what I do all the time with the eskrima sticks. I'm going to be going, that's diagonal, diagonal. Here we got the horizontal, horizontal, and then stab. So that's what I practice all the time. Okay, so the next thing that we do in eskrima is we do double sticks, right? So in this case right here, even though I only have one stick, because I'm holding it like so, I could go do something like this, boom, boom, right here, bam, 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 right? This is the whole idea of the double sticks. What it means is to use your right hand and your left hand for attacking, okay? So even if I am holding it with one hand like this, when I go boom like this, I got this other hand right here to come into play. Boom, boom, bam, boom. So I'm already used to, and then I can go back here, I'm already used to using both hands because of the arm weaving, heaven six type exercises that I do. Alright, so someone who doesn't have the double stick kind of skills, once they strike with this, they're probably going to collide because two forces coming at each other. So once you do something like this and you are going to collide, you're going to feel kind of uncomfortable because you're thinking, okay, I want to use this next, but now, boom, I made this collision, what's going to happen? Whereas if you have the double stick skills, it's boom, and then you have this right here. So you're a lot more comfortable like so, because you're able to use both hands, no problem. Last but not least has to do with your starting position and your parking position. This is very, very important for us. Starting position could be up here, in the middle, and then also down here. And we can do the same thing on the other side. So over here, up here, middle, and then down here. Those are our main starting positions. There are some styles that this is your starting position right here, center line, okay? That's not something that we normally do, and when you have something longer like this or an umbrella, you may be tempted to use it this way, okay? But unless you have background in another style, then for eskrima, this is not what we normally practice. So I would say don't do it, all right? Especially not now. In your training, I 100% recommend that you go cross-train, go practice some kendo. But once again, right now, this is about not becoming better, not learning, not expanding your arsenal or anything like that. It's about just using this immediately for right now. So in that case, once again, we're going to stick with the starting positions that we're familiar with in eskrima. So let's say I come from down here and I attack this way. Now, am I going to park it down here? Or am I going to slash right here and park it over here? Or am I going to slash right here and park it up here? That's very important to us, where you start and where you end it. Because if you don't pay attention to this kind of thing, like you'll see some people probably on the street, if they had something like this, they're just going to swing back and forth, right? Because they're trying to intimidate you, or they're trying to keep distance or whatever, and they're doing this kind of thing really fast back and forth. At that moment, they're fine, okay? But when they actually try to go attack you, they're gonna suddenly see an opening, or you throw a jab to their face, and they have to like respond from there. So from this position, they're gonna go oh, like a reaction right here, and they're gonna try to hit you from there. So they have to go from here to all of a sudden react and then strike. If their reaction speed is better than yours, then they might be okay. If their reaction speed is not, then it just may not be good enough for them to land a solid attack. And then the next part is after that, because they're trying to hit you from there, they're now swinging, and where are they going to finish? They're going to be swinging pretty hard, and they're now going to be worried about, whoa, where's this going to land? And they're going to be off balance and stuff like that. So that is what I'll be looking for when I face someone with a weapon. I'm looking for them to use reaction rather than be in a more balanced place and attack from here. I'm thinking they're going to be trying to use reaction to attack, and then also overswing at the end where they're going to be off balance, and they're not paying attention to where they start and where they park. So I will be looking to exploit that. On the flip side, I don't want to make those mistakes myself. So that's why it's important to pay attention. Where are you going to start? Boom. And then where are you going to park it? Okay. And how you park it. Boom. Boom. Okay. So this is why I always tell you guys, when you do your attacks, you know, learn how to park it, clear the elbow so you don't hit your own elbow, and, you know, even parking it down here on the armpit. This kind of thing is some of the things that we practice all the time. If you do train with double sticks, one of the things that I constantly stress is don't collide your sticks unless you want it to. So when people are practicing with double sticks and you hear them tap the sticks, unless you deliberately meant to do that, you shouldn't. In other words, you should have the control and awareness of your sticks at all times. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.